Okay asks, does the job offer have to be at a FAANG company in order to be a strong case?
No. The answer to that is definitely no. There are a lot of companies that are doing really important work in the national interest that are nowhere near FAANG level and probably never will be. For as one example, in the Boston area where I practiced, there are a lot of biomedical startups. They're all really tiny. They all have less than 100 employees, but a lot of them are very well funded, and they are researching things that are undeniably of national interest, like undeniably. And they all have really strong EB-2 NIW cases, whether they have the master's or the PhD, if they are engaged in the research aspect or portion of those projects. So that's one example where it just shows you don't need a FAANG company at all. In tech, job offer is nice. I do think USCIS has some degree of name recognition where they're like, oh, you're working for Google. Great. We already know that that's super competitive. They may be more likely to approve the case just based on that. But for people who have built their profiles and have a lot of this industry participation, as long as they're going to a company that has something that can be talked about for national importance or some kind of recognition in an area of national importance, even for example, a small cybersecurity consultancy can be a sufficient job offer, especially if the NIW candidate has been participating in cybersecurity conferences, has maybe published one paper in cybersecurity, and is really actively involved. Those profiles can be very, very strong. And those profiles can actually be stronger than the person who only has the FAANG job offer and doesn't have this broader participation. So don't feel like you need that job offer. Sometimes it makes sense for some profile, but if it's not your career trajectory, if it's not really what you want to go for, there are definitely other ways to make your career trajectory work with the NIW program.